Oh, man, we're gonna hear Charlie's greatest hits, man. I mean, this is gonna be sad, man.
You done fucked it up. You done fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Oh, I was kind of expecting a whole bunch of songs, but that's alright. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for Lost, this one's going to be doing my next review for Lost Season 3, this is for episode 21, the penultimate episode of Lost Season 3, we are making it y'all, we're almost done, Lost Season 3, episode 21. Good lord, man, this season is lengthy. This season is lengthy as hell. But we are coming to the wire now. Later this week, we're going to review the double finale. We're going to review that together because, that is a two-parter episode, so we'll be releasing that on the same day later this week. But man, I am really, really impressed with this episode because I haven't seen this episode in a good while, and honestly, going back on this one, I mean, this is a goddamn tearjerker, man. This is a fucking tearjerker. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was kind of watching this, and I was just like, oh my god, man, fuck, like, they really make sure that you know this guy is dying, you know what I mean? And, again, we haven't reached the finale yet, so I have to see what happens with Charlie, whether or not he survives or not, but the way that they tell the story in this one's really interesting, because they kind of play with timelines. I mean, yes, Lost does that all the time, but this one in a more emotional stance, because you get Charlie in this episode realizing that he's gonna die. Desmond keeps telling him that you're in this boat, in something called the Looking Glass, and something happens to you, and you drown, Charlie, and that's what happens, you know what I mean? And he's very honest with him. And Charlie's like, okay, alright, well, I'm gonna help either way. It's not gonna stop me, you know? And you see flashbacks of him over the course of this. Like, you see one flashback of him back before he was on the island, and he actually saves Saeed's girl, Saeed's love interest, when she was, like, getting mugged and bullied and this and that, by some people in the streets. He helps her out and, saves her life. And she's just like, you're a hero, don't forget that, So I thought that was pretty cool. And he's getting flashbacks with a bunch of people, you know what I mean? The first time he interacted with Claire, the first time he saw her, and he's like, hey, and then she's like, hey, and he's like, hey, don't worry, this, plane crash, are you a newbie to it? You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, this and that. And he's kind of teasing her and stuff. And he basically says, he's just like, yeah, like, eventually the helicopters will come in, they're going to save us, you know what I mean? We're going to be totally fine, And think about it, we're on a beautiful island until, this all kind of gets wrapped up. And, well, look at them now. 3 fucking seasons, and they're only potentially getting saved coming up here. So that's insane, man. That is absolutely insane. And then basically, as the current day plot goes on in the episode, you have Jack and you have, obviously, just everybody in the group that's basically kind of making this plan, because now Juliet is helping out. Obviously, the others are on their way, and you got Ben Linus and the rest that are heading there. And Ben just fucking shot Locke, so now they're gunning it for the island. And you've got Jack at the beginning here who was just like, we're gonna blow them all to hell, you know what I mean? And they test out one of the explosions, so I thought that was pretty gangster. I thought that was pretty badass. Basically, as the episode continues, you kind of have a few kind of dialogue moments. You've got Saeed that kind of tells Jack to smarten the hell up and be the leader that, he claims he is, And he's like, yeah, listen, you're gonna lead the group to the radio tower. I'm gonna stay back and lead the charge against the others when they show up at the island. But you gotta be at that radio tower to make sure that you can get that signal to get us the hell home, So W. Saeed for telling Jack, the way it's supposed to go, and Jack accepts. And that's the vibe there. And you even have Bernard and Rose in this one. Like, Bernard's getting all suited up for war and stuff. I was like, damn, man, even he's getting ready? Shit. That's how you know this is getting exciting, as we're getting ready for this finale here, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was sick. You got them all kind of getting prepared. And you've got Desmond and you've got Charlie. Now, over the course of this episode, you've got Charlie that's writing down these notes, and they're his greatest hits, basically. That's what it is. I kind of thought when I heard the title of the episode, I was kind of sitting there thinking, like, oh, shit. Okay, maybe we're going to hear some of his best songs, you know what I mean? But no, we didn't do that. There's You Are Everybody. There is that one, but aside from that, it's just, the more and more of the same. But anyway, he writes his, his favorite moments that he spent with the characters. He hugs Hurley one more time, and he kisses Claire, which that was a big moment right there as well. I was kind of surprised to see that go down, but the moment I saw that, I was like, God damn it, the kiss of fucking death! Like, what the frick, you know? I just knew at that moment, I was like, he is so done, man, frick, you know? And then he gets in the boat with, obviously, Desmond, and then Desmond doesn't want him to do it, but he kind of knows that it's supposed to happen, and then Desmond volunteers to go down there for him and do it, you know what I mean? And Charlie knows he can't break the cycle. So he knocks Desmond out and goes down there, of course, and faces his fate, right? So he goes under this boat, this looking glass, ship or whatever, and he swims through, and basically as he goes in there, he notices there's an inside portion, and there's like a bunch of guards there, and basically one points a gun towards him as he gets out of the water, and then they fucking cliffhanger the episode. So, they're savage, man. They're savage as hell, and they conclude the episode in a really insane way. So, now the question is, will Charlie actually die, right? That's the big question going into the finale. Will this battle go as planned, right? Will our group get a signal to get home? I mean, there's a lot of big things that are up in the air as you get into these final 2 episodes. Yeah, insane, man. So, we're going to cover the finale here coming up in the next coming days, but that is the penultimate. Really emotional episode for Charlie, I gotta say, man. This was really sad. Seeing him hug Hurley, knocking Desmond out, selflessly going down there. I mean, the moments with him and Claire, the flashbacks, you know what I mean, him knowing that it's probably going to be it for him, and he just accepts that moment, you know what I mean, he accepts that fate. It's absolutely nuts, honestly. It's absolutely insane to see that happen. So I definitely am feeling the emotions of what they're doing with Charlie, and I definitely think it's a very emotional conclusion for him, if, of course, it is his conclusion. But yeah, no, this is insane, man. So let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, y'all. Let me know what you guys all think of Lost Episode 21. Are you excited to see where this all goes, of course, in the final 2 episodes? Have you seen the final 2 episodes? Let me know. Yeah, there you go, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Post your comments down below. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe. And to miss any of the videos, make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official, _guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Lost. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.